What's up, everybody? Welcome to the KarQ, the KarQ archives. Obviously, my name is KarQ. This is going to be a bit of coaching of some console Ana. I don't know the rank. Live on my Twitch stream here on September 7th, 2020. Now, this VOD review is reviewed by accumulating stream loyalty points. If you want your VOD reviewed and you're watching this on YouTube and you want it reviewed, come to the stream, accumulate loyalty points, 50,000 to get a VOD review. You earn points by just AFKing watching the stream. If you're subbed, Twitch Prime Gaming or more, you do earn it at a faster rate, but it is absolutely free as long as you watch the stream enough. So Sleepy the Wizard has redeemed some Ana gameplay on console. I don't know the rank. Let's see what we can do to help him get better. Okay, let's look at your comp. Ana Mercy, Sigma Rhine, Doom Junk. So the date is September 7th. This is the patch where all shield tanks are kind of meh right now. Interesting. Ooh, got the quick scopes. I see you. Enemy team. You don't know what the enemy team is running at this time, right? So looks like they're gonna go with some weird Winston Ball, Lucio Zen, Symmetra Doom. What on earth? Yeah, KarQ. Exclamation mark second channel in the chat. Access that channel. Watch all the old VOD reviews and some random games. All right. Okay, so first thing you can do. I mean, you saw them here. That's fine. But what I like to do to start. I actually don't like standing here wide and like checking this angle because the Widow can randomly pop up and kill me here. I usually stand here because this angle is a lot tighter to start, and I'll actually just like check here and shoot. Because as soon as like these guys cross around this corner, you can probably get like a shot or two in. And then this general area for Ana is a lot safer until you confirm they don't have any snipers. Because if you start here, like you expose yourself to this sight line, technically you have a shield here, so you're fine. The snipers from here and here could actually look at you earlier than anything. And like, if they run dive and jump, you're kind of caught in the middle of nowhere. So I think most Ana players default to this side of the wall to block as much line of sight as possible, right? If anything happens, you cut to the left. If they have like an Ashe or a Widow that grapples up there, you can hug hard left here. If they start coming in, you can even back up in here and chuck a nice nade in this corner. You also have this little mini health pack. So, not sure about this one, especially because they're running Sim. If they run Sim and TP behind you, sure, you can get a nice anti-nade, but I don't like the starting spot. Just saying. See, I heard the Doomfist to your top right, and you wouldn't really have a nice sight line to pressure him. See, like, that Doom would have gotten... If you were starting here, you would have shot that Doom a few times before he came down, but it's okay. He decided to get out, and he didn't go for you. You got lucky. And you weren't able to help your Doom because you're in this spot. So this like starting position itself has a lot of distinct weaknesses. Like it's not bad per se, depending on their comp, but just based off the observation here, it didn't work out. Okay, and this guy got trapped. This is where you instantly like shoot nade. See if your team can follow up and kill him. Doom is coming. Be careful of standing here because the ball can boop you out. Go to the left, go to the mini health pack immediately. If the point is being threatened, you usually default to coming into here to cut. You cut this sight line because if you stand here for too long, you open yourself to here, and up here. You usually just fall back into here and do your best to survive. It looks like you're going to lose anyways, but in general, you come into here because you get the mini health pack and you get as much cover as possible. I'm not going to comment on the mechanics because that I'll touch on that at the end. Yeah, you just concede. That's fine. Just run. You guys already lost that. You can just nade yourself for alt charge or let your Mercy take it. One or the other. That's fine. You don't need healing. That's fine. Ignore your Mercy. Just nade yourself here. 16 HP. It's worth it. It's like 1% alt charge. Just do it. You're like, Mercy, please. I'm at 184 out of 200. Just nade yourself. Okay, heal that Junkrat. Nice. Okay. The thing about staying scoped in as Ana is that obviously you end up standing still for a very long time and you move very slowly, right? So in general, if you're going to stay scoped in, you want to be as close to the corner as possible. So the minute you unscope, you already get some cover. Because by the time the enemies recognize you're scoped in and you're like standing in the middle here, like hard scoped, like multiple shots in a row, you could actually get like 5 orb by Zenyatta. which is why, like, if you're gonna hard scope here, like maybe 2 shots max if they're already looking at you, because they're looking at main right here. So this is where I'd be like, if I were in your shoes and I saw it Zen, or if I'm this Zenyatta and I see, if I'm like this, I can actually see the Ana hard scoping in right in the middle between them. I'd actually fire my orbs at the Ana, highest chance of hitting. So if you're gonna do this, like either hug this or at least like jiggle this in between shots. That's okay. Obviously, if you hit those shots, it would have been better, but that's all right. I'm okay with that nade too. This Winston can totally die. With that, you might have to nano anybody. Nano the Doom. Nice. When this team fight's kind of breaking out, you're kind of like walking down the stairs into the open in general. I know you're trying to heal the Zarya, but you kind of tunneled into it, but then you threw yourself into dying here. If anything, you let the Zarya die, and I think you just hover around here, because then you can at least cut that Baptiste sight lines by playing this pillar and still kind of contribute to your team without dying, because you have other people touching the point already. It's mostly like positioning. Obviously, mechanics can definitely improve, like hitting those nades and sleeps and shots, but the movement and thinking about positioning is something we can actionably do immediately. Nice attempt on the sleep there. Aim will come over time in practice, but with these VOD views, the easiest takeaway is to just clean up like your relative positioning in these team fights. Okay. There you go. Just stay here. You don't need to go to point right now.
Heroes never die.
Do you see what you're doing? Just like this. Your team already kind of has control, but I know you're trying to help your team, but you keep like walking out in this square here, trying to heal them, while you could instead just stand here on like this edge of the square, and you can still heal your team from this angle, but you have a chance of cutting the sight lines of this Baptiste and the sight line from the Zenyatta at main just by standing here while healing your team versus standing here and trying to heal your team. Like, these little things make such a big difference. Always want to die as little as possible as a support. Do whatever you can to still add value to your team without having to sacrifice your position. Giving yourself a sight line while minimizing theirs. There's a balance between, obviously, if you expose yourself more, you have a better sight line on your teammates, but then it gives the enemies a better sight line too. So it's a give and take in that regard. And it always gives you a chance to like hug around the corner. You can go back to spawn to heal yourself too. Like, you're running in almost in front to that Doomfist, right? This entire fight so far could have been accomplished playing that one spot right here. Thank you, Meophonics, for the 2 months. Yeah, then the punch ended up hitting there. Okay, so you guys ended up losing that fight. Aim and stuff could definitely be worked on in general. I don't know what your sensitivity is on your thumbstick. This is console, guys, whoever just tuned in. So it's not going to look as precise as normal, but is it arguably a bit too slow? I don't know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A. You're covered.
So, I mean, you can't really help that Reaper up there. These guys are really out front here. You can try to look for a cheeky nade. I probably would have hugged to the left and grabbed the Mega, save that nade, because these guys are playing right at the door. You can get your nade and like punish this guy. Nice sleep. Hopefully your hog turns around and kills him. Oh, your Winston woke him up. That's not on you. That's fine. Grab the Mega health pack. Grab the Mega. Grab the Mega. There you go. Doom's coming down. Okay, there's the Doom behind you. You also hear him there. So obviously, as Ana, a lot of people have like a game plan in mind on their mindset, but half the battle of Ana is also like adapting to what's going on and what you can punish. This Doom seems to, like, if I were in your shoes, I'd be like, okay, this Doom literally likes to come up here and punch. He's done it twice now. He might do it again. And this time you call it out to your team, or at least you look for it. Yeah, look what this guy is. So like my instinct here as Ana would be like, okay, I hear this Doom behind me. I would probably turn around and just check. Like based off of sound, I hear him, but I don't know where the rest of my team is. And there's 2 of them on him, but I would probably turn around at some point here to see what I can do to help make sure that Doom dies. Don't let him get out because he already jumped into your back line. Okay. That Doom is fighting his own battle against your team. Is he gonna get out? I think he is. He got out. So I'd say arguably it might have been your job to at least help in some capacity. Whether that's to call it out or anything. A little early in the nano, but whatever. I think you can probably just build primal off it as long as it does. Look, this Doom keeps doing it. Do you see what I mean? This is where you have to punish these things. He keeps punching into your backline. He has to, and he's not changing his style. One thing you guys can abuse at most ranks, even it happens still in GM, but there's a saying that people have patterns. Or what's that saying? People are behavioral creatures, or people are creatures of habit. Is that the way it goes? People are creatures of habit. They literally do the same shit over and over again and hope you don't adjust to it. And like, this is where you have to punish this Doomfist. You and your team. Your Winston's dead. Just reset here.
Let's get you back out there.
I know you might not have been on a mic, but you just gotta. Yeah. It seems like 2 of your teammates are aware he's doing it, so you kind of have to adjust to it. Honestly, in this downtime, I'd probably be like, yo, I heard him again. I'd probably just come up here, fucking crouch right here, because your team is kind of like dancing around the choke. So honestly, I would just come up these stairs and just wait for him to do it again here, and punish him. I'll walk into dynamite too.
Heroes never die.
Oh my god, this Doom is dead. Thank you. The Doom is dead. Soldiers beside you. Nade the ground, nade the ground, nade the ground, nade the ground, nade the ground. Ah, it's okay. Instinctively, whenever anybody gets close to you, you usually just nade the ground, especially because you can hit him and yourself there. That's okay. You can jump at the end of the fade, by the way, to get a little bit more distance, too. Shoot a healing orb right here. Shoot a healing orb. Ooh. The Moira syndrome. They're getting grabbed. You definitely should have shot the healing orb in there. You guys win this, though.
Hello there. To be deployed.
You're doing bot? Yeah.
Objective A captured.
Yeah, you guys won, though. Pog. After, do you see, as soon as their Doom died, he actually got punished? You won. Their Doom was just asking to be killed. Be careful of tapping crazy like that. You're actually expending a lot more than you think. You just tapping once earlier, it will give it that lingering heal for a little bit longer there. They did nerf it though in this patch. Actually, I lied. This one's just kind of a wash. Could just go again.
Group up with me.
What are you doing? Don't stand here. Stand behind a corner. Wait for your Orisa. Or if you're gonna cross, just like cut sight lines immediately. You didn't get punished there, but like anybody that stands still here will just die once you pass like Diamond Masters GM. I know you're not there yet, but like just don't get into that habit right now of just being like, hey, where's everybody? Because like when you climb higher, teams after downtime, defending better teams will just stand here and just poke, harass. Ashes, Widows, Hanzos, they all stand here and just like try to dish damage out. So you just standing here, just like turning around, checking your team is no bueno. Cut that habit out now. Whenever you come out of spawn, you just hug a wall, either wait for your teammates and cross together, or if like someone's still fighting, like a team trying to stagger and you know they're not looking here, you just get over here as fast as you can. Either cross, hide here, or just cross this way. Get as much cover as you can. It's all about attacking these bad habits at the root, guys. We nip it at the bud. Snip, snip. Clean those things out. Everything adds up. You guys already lost too, so I think you can just concede this is good then. Your team's kind of getting staggered. This one's not really on you so far. And this push, yeah, like, you have to get out of here. Heal yourself, heal orb yourself as you run. Is your ball ulting? Oh my god. Your ball just soloed at 1v6 and just ulted. This kind of hurts, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, nice orb. Careful here, careful here, careful here. No, get the mega, just get the mega. Your team is already at main. You're gonna have to go back main here. Alright, so you're trying to initiate. Probably a bit too early on that ultimate, I'll be honest with you. Oh my god, their Ryan and Zarya just hiding on the left. They have Visor. You just have to die here. I mean, as a Moira itself, it's very hard for you to like make something happen here in regards to like this shit here, but only thing I can comment on is probably like your pathing. Just in general, like outside of this, like this is just one specific situation. Like even doing something like this, very subtle, but think about how you move in this game, the pathing. Like instead of going to help your team, like, oh, I want to help my team, instead of going like here to here, all these like 3 seconds it took you to walk from here to here is like enemy has a sight on you. It's very subtle, but like if you were to grab this mega, you wouldn't want to come back out here to help your team. You'd want to like go like here, stand on this edge, and you can heal from here. And if you need to cross, you wait until they go first, and then you cross behind them. I know nothing happened out of this, but I'm just speaking. Like even outside of Moira, just any hero in this game, especially supports. Enemy sightlines are your danger zone. They don't have a Widowmaker, but imagine if they did. Like you just walking in a straight line from here to here is like death. So every path you take, every breath you take, I will be right here waiting for you. Just kidding. That's a song. But keep that in mind. Your team kind of got washed here. Reset. Every step you take, every breath you take, I will be right here waiting for you. Oceans of something, day after day. All right.
This will improve your condition.
Wait for everybody. Everybody's, oh god, everybody here is standing here to group up. Remember, danger zone. Good players, when you climb, will sit at this window and poke you and snipe you, and you'll get staggered forever. Just never stand here. Always hug or cross. I said that before, I'm gonna say it again. You also lost one, DC. Assume they have a sniper. Maybe they'll like even switch to one, you never know. Right, you guys are already going in before your team. I know your Winston went in, but you have a habit of wanting to chase him. This Doom. Orb him, damage orb him. You can die. That instinct should have been to orb earlier. All right. There's not much you can do here. You're already down one. It's over. I think the takeaway point, other than the fact that your team kind of just got like worked, the biggest thing to correct for yourself and your own gameplay here is that positioning, support positioning. Again, to reiterate, always think about, especially on Ana earlier, the sight lines you stay at to still help your team while minimizing the enemy ones. And the biggest example was like chilling here. Obviously, if like your Zarya is like climbing up the stairs, you don't have that sight line, so you have to find that balance between, is it worth it to expose myself to these sight lines and heal them, or is it better to just concede, let them die, but like at least I'm safe the whole time? It's that interplay between the two. But then even amongst those two choices, I think in the context of that, you threw yourself in there when it wasn't necessary at all. Yes, maybe if the Zarya is low here, then you can pop out if you really need to. But even when that wasn't happening, everybody was just here. You're just standing here trying to heal in this spot. Whereas you could accomplish the same thing standing here. And that's the biggest thing I took away from your Ana positioning. Number two, obviously, your aim and like your aim could be improved on, but it's not as actionable as that positioning. That'll help a lot. Number three, instinctively finding the times to use your nades. Like if people jump in on you, like that soldier example there, you just gotta nade him and yourself, punish them. Number four, I guess situational awareness relative to the game. There were many times where that Doomfist kept punching in, and like, I know not everybody talks on console, but like, it's also on you, and two of your teammates were kind of dealing with him, but it's also on you to maybe like see what you can do to contribute. Because I didn't see you in general turn around and react to him at all. He kind of just ran rampant and killed like your Ashe up here and then punched out. And he did that so many times. You just come here, punch in, seismic up, and then he'd just leave. So it's just at least like I just need to see some sort of like indication that you're aware that he's doing that. And you could do what you can to punish. Aiming is important, but the positioning, your relative positioning will make your aiming easier. That's a good way to put it, Archon. What else was I gonna say? Those were the big things. And then I guess like more positioning stuff, just like remember, try not to stand still for too long, like especially in hot zones, and to selectively choose your pathing and your movement, right? Same idea with the Ana positioning, like even subtle things like taking an alternate route to cut the sight line to the left and still heal them instead of coming out here and just 3 seconds walking up here, then you heal him here, and then they can stare at you for so long and kill you. Did I miss anything? Yeah. Just start with the positioning first, and then the aim will come in time because you'll be dying less and you'll be able to just stand there without being threatened, which will allow you to calm down and like land your shots here. Instead of like, I think in this example, you're like, oh my God, my Zarya's low. I'm just gonna pop out here, and then you kind of panicked and try to shoot some unscoped shots. But if you just breathe, sightlines here, hey, I can scope in safely. There are no flankers coming in. Take your time with the shots. One thing leads to another. I read your mind. I could tell. You can just tell. The panic, the onset right here. It's like, oh no, oh no. Oh no, I see the mine, but oh no, I'm gonna pop out here and heal from this angle, like here. But I can just do it from here. This is good. You're good here, and then you panic, then you pop out again. But anyways, thank you for your submission. Chat will guess what rank Sleepy the Wizard is, and then we'll have Sleepy tell us her rank, and that's the end of the VOD review. Silver? It's console, remember guys, this is console. Gold? Lots of silver guesses. I think people mostly think it's silver or gold. That hurts. Hey, they're just being honest with what they observed. I'd say most people are saying gold. Or actually most people are saying silver/gold. All right, what is your rank? You are 1562, peaked at 1623. It is silver indeed. Silver indeed. Thank you for submitting, Sleepy. I